This topic got me thinking, and it made me realize maybe there's a bigger problem here. Do you know what forced positivity is, or false positivity? PewDiePie made a video about this recently, and he was talking about, how some YouTubers just seem a little bit too happy, and some of them even turn their merch into it, and it sort of upset him a little bit. Neistat responded to it, and so did DeFranco. And that's the one that really caught my attention. Because you guys in the comments are so nice, and you talk about how happy and how positive I am, and it got me to think. And so I want to talk to you about it. Why am I always so happy in my videos? Well, to be honest, it's fun. It's big fun. I get to hang out with my pal Ben Churchill, and we get to laugh and talk and figure out what we're gonna do. And it's fun when the camera goes on. It's just, the whole process is a great time. It's a fun day or night whenever we do this. Of course, there are times where I'm not as happy as I normally am, right? Maybe I'm in a bad mood, or maybe I'm hungover or something like that. Whatever it is. But when I come into this room and sit in this chair, I have a responsibility, don't I? I want to make something that's going to make you happy. And quite frankly, I'd like to watch something that's going to be happy. I don't want to watch somebody all grouchy and grumpy. Just like I don't want to hang around with somebody who's all grouchy and grumpy, Jeez, could you imagine if somebody put up a video of me in a horrible mood, just being a crank? Nobody'd watch. I wouldn't watch that. And I wouldn't expect you to either. Because that's not what I do. That's not who I am. You know what's funny? Right now, as we're shooting this, it's 5 till 3 in the morning. We've been hanging out a little bit, and we started watching some videos, and then, Ben and I got to thinking, maybe we should do something here. Yeah, of course, we could be out drinking beers and hanging out and stuff and having fun, but you know what? This is just as much fun. And nobody has to worry about driving afterwards. Listening to PewDiePie talk about this reminded me of my time working in radio. Now, I worked there for a long time on the morning show, and I would get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And that in itself is hard to do. There are times where I just wanted to stay in bed, till maybe 5 or 6 and then go in, but the show started at 5. And that was my responsibility. That's what I did. And you know what the cool part was? As soon as I walked in that door and got behind that microphone, I was good. Because again, doing radio was fun for me. It was something I really enjoyed. I had another radio job where I worked at night, and that afternoon I took my guide dog to the vet, and the doctor came out and said, "This dog can't work anymore." And I said, "What? This is my pal. We go everywhere together." And it was so sad, and I had to go to work and play oldies that night and laugh and smile and make jokes and the whole thing, and that was really difficult. But you know what? I got in that room, put the headphones on, and I was able to do it because radio is fun. I had a good time doing it. It was also the thing that put food on the table. I guess what I'm trying to say is there are times in our lives, where it might not be a perfect situation and you just have to sort of buck up and take it, Here's the thing. My father used to say something to me that bugged me and bugged me and bugged me, and now I sound just like him. He would say that builds character. And as a little kid, I didn't understand it, but boy, I get it now. And it did build character, and it made me a better person. A lot of people say in the comments, how can you be so happy as a blind person? Well, I'll tell you what, it wasn't always so easy, And I get it, if you have a mental health problem, you can't really make this choice, but I was able to. And I simply chose to be happy every day. To wake up and be happy and have fun and play. And I don't make that choice anymore. I just get up and I'm happy every day. And it's wonderful. This brings up another thing I wanted to address. There are some YouTubers I've seen, and I don't watch their stuff because it just doesn't feel genuine to me. It doesn't feel real, They just show me the best parts of their day. And that's, I just feel like that's a lie. It's false representation. And I think that's the bigger problem, People who aren't really living their lives, they're sort of living a fake life, but to look cool on YouTube. And that's not right. Nobody's life is that cool. Every single day you're doing cool stuff and going cool places, and no, it ain't real. I get it. In a movie, cool stuff like this happens, of course, because it's a story, it's make-believe, right? But when you're doing a daily vlog and you're saying that this is your real life, you're just deceiving the audience. And that ain't cool. You do stuff like that, it makes me question your motivation. It makes me wonder why you do it. However, there are some YouTubers that really open up and show us some of the more vulnerable parts of them. And I'll be honest with you, I think that is some of the most compelling stuff I've ever seen. I wish we could see more of it, and hopefully we will. Well, I won't, but... So let me know what you think about this topic, and more specifically, what do you think about people who, falsely represent their lives here on YouTube? I'll tell you what I want to know. Who are some YouTubers that don't? Some of your favorite who are genuine and honest and real with you and show you their lives for what they are. I'd love to hear what you think, so let me know in the comments. Oh my God, I hate doing this stupid video. I am out of here. Oops. Oh no. Oh Jesus, dude, I'm sorry.